Hello, everybody. I am a bit late because, well, technological issues, and also because, well, there was an announcement from the, well, it's now called the Capcom fans, in terms of what it is now. So yeah, I'll just sort of update because I just recently posted on my Discord what it is. Basically, basically they can, basically they Capcom are okay with like something like Capcom fans or something like that, but they can't use the team can't use the term unofficial. I guess for them, like, unofficial is sort of like, hey, this is shady, hey, this is sus, or when it's actually, oh, we can't be arsed making their own team, making their own European team. They don't want the word unofficial tied to the Capcom brand because they see that word specifically as a negative, when it kind of isn't. It's a weird one. Unfortunately, Matt's had to delete the URL for the stream team. I don't know whether he's done that already or not. I assume he has. And yeah. It's one of those things, you know, that's unfortunate, but it's, you know, it was always going to happen. I know we can dream, we could have dreamed, but unfortunately the dream was too much. You know, so he can't create another team with the name Capcom fans because he has already used his two team slots, one on his Team RPD and the other on Capcom, unofficial Capcom creators, which now has to be deleted. And once it's deleted, it's removed permanently. You can't like get that slot back, which sucks. But you know, Matt did say he feels he does have something. We do have something here, and we do. I feel we definitely do, but we just don't have a Twitch team. The only other solution would be if a partner streamer was to come along and be like, hey, I'd be willing to take on the role and basically create the team as it is now, called Capcom fans. But you know, it's finding that, and I basically said in the Discord, darn, I wish I was like the one time I was like, darn, I wish I was partner. It's something I've never really thought about, is, you know, being anywhere close to partner, because, you know, we're not, and I don't think I ever will be close to partner. Sorry, I just fixed my light. So yeah, that's the update. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, it was fun while it lasted. It lasted what, 2 weeks? Maybe even more. Maybe slightly more. I think that's a world record for a Twitch team to be created and then deleted. Anyways, last time, what did we even do last time? Oh yeah, last time I got horribly lost while trying to work out a puzzle. And I had to refer to a guide, and I still almost messed it up, but hey ho, we did it. We did do it. I did some side quests off stream, and yeah, we're going back to
Hey.
Oh, do I have to do this now? What do we do next? Oh yeah, I actually don't think I completed this because I was like,
look out!
Yeah, I didn't actually beat it. Because we're here. Because like, this is what I had to go through. Look what I had to go through. I had to go through all of this shit. And it took a very long period of time, but we did it. We did it. Oh, hi, Baphomet.
I would like to congratulate you on getting past my barrier. Welcome. Before you is a chamber of silence and prayer. Surrender your soul. I assure you your offering will make a most excellent addition to the room.
I don't think I want to be an excellent addition to a room. I don't want to be an addition to a room.
Still with me?
I assume you're immune to ruin. Weak to ice and electric, repels fire, immune to ruin, resist force.
What's our opener?
Here I come.
Might as well test it.
Could be. What are you thinking?
You got it.
Hope this works.
Got it.
You know the drill.
Right.
Don't be a hero.
It's probably fine. Worked.
Good move, Aaron. All right.
Got a hunch?
Out of my way.
Surrender. Prepare yourself.
No more gifts. Still with me?
You know the drill.
Okay.
Don't be a hero.
Easy shot. As long as we work together.
Promising. Don't miss now.
Oh, let's
That's
roll.
your cue.
This time. Thunder. Thought so. Too late for regret.
Foolish. Prepare yourself.
We'll take them down. Okay. That's your cue. We can call silence. No. Not bad. I'll be okay. Fire. Boom. We gotta
You
win
don't have
this.
to tell me.
No matter what.
We're taking
That'll
right.
work. Go ahead, Ringo.
Works for me. Got it. That was a joke.
Feel the area present begin to fade. Trying to realize what's going on. Oh, now the barriers are gone. Yay. Barriers are gone. Head back to the passage, see if we can get through.
That was close. Look out! Now, get ready.
Yes, so now I can.
Now we can relax.
But I do want to fill out all of the map because
Look out! Incoming!
I'm weird.
Phew. Enemy! Get ready!
I don't know if this is the right way.
Now we can relax.
Because did I head west from it? Well, that was east, so I guess this is west. So I guess this is correct.
Enemy! Get ready!
So at least the
Phew. Look out! Get ready!
at least I don't have to worry about those dumb barriers.
Now we can relax.
Goodbye.
Enemy! Careful!
Let us begin. I'm not your babysitter.
So that's it, Melody.
You don't have to tell me.
You know
I'll
it's all
handle
you. Do it, Sizo.
I'll handle this. See ya. Yes, you got it. Okay.
You got it.
Now here goes. You're no match for me.
Just what I. Let's roll.
Looks like it'll work. Go for the weak spot.
If you and right on target. Let the rebels begin.
You wanted a fight? You got one.
Look out! Get ready!
Yeah, that's up here. I want to know what was
That was
dying.
close. Look out! Incoming!
Because I want to know.
That was close.
Okay, so it looks like
Enemy! Careful!
that's the way to go, but we're not going there yet. So apparently we
That
need
was
to go
close.
here first.
Look out! Incoming!
I don't have to deal with those barriers anymore.
Well done.
Set. Goodbye.
Enemy! Incoming! That was close. Enemy! Careful! That was
then.
close.
All that for those things.
Enemy! Incoming! Major threat! Incoming!
Getting hostiles.
Hit the ball roll.
Got it.
We don't know if that'll work, Melody. Think that'll work?
Get lost.
Think you
Oh,
can
it's
handle
promising.
this?
Looks
Finish them off, Side. You say so. Nice move. Let's
Looks
go.
promising.
Here goes. How about I just
Yeah,
watch?
good plan. Here goes. Too late for regrets now.
Lowest kill
Got
streak buys drinks. Think
Burn
that'll work?
hell. I could fight like that all day.
So I have to go back to where that
Enemy.
was.
Now we can relax. Enemy! Careful! That was close. Look out! Get ready!
Alright.
Well, well.
Iron Mask. And that must be...
Zenin.
He's mine.
Nice block.
I think not.
Out of my way!
Well, well, well. I must say I expected better of you, Melody.
Don't talk like you know me!
Calm down! You trying to kill him?
Of course!
Careful, everyone. This guy's unbelievably strong.
I mean,
He's gonna tear us apart if we don't stay cool.
what's this music?
Or he might just tear you apart in spite of it.
I take it you're Iron Mask. That right?
That I am.
Everyone, evil big evil person.
You want to take that mask off? Hard to negotiate with someone when you can't look them in the eyes.
The only face I have is the one you see. I can hardly just take it off.
Did you kill Saizo?
Indeed. Though it was his paramour who lured him out.
Paramore.
I'm a pretty dirty fighter myself. That was low, pal.
So what'd you do with Mangetsu?
You certainly ask a lot of questions.
Answer me.
I have to commend his ability. There aren't many who could genuinely harm Rhizoma.
That's not an answer. Whose blood is that?
Well, I mean,
I think you know.
No!
All you had to do was kill him to get his covenant. You didn't have to go that far.
Oh, but I did. As I said, he was remarkably powerful.
So this is some kind of warrior's respect?
No, I'd say it was a bit more pragmatic. More specifically, a contingency plan to counteract his resurrection. You clearly have the power to raise the dead. But I wondered, is that power truly boundless? What if no physical body remained?
yep, cancel hack if there's no body.
And there it is. Sounds like I was right. Kuzunoha's very existence was an inconvenience. Now that he's finally dead, I would much prefer he stay that way.
What did you do with Mangetsu?
He was devoured.
You mean like eaten? I guess so.
You're a monster.
A matter of perspective. You seem like more of a monster to me. You resurrect the ones I kill. You restore the data I purge. You've been quite a persistent thorn in my side.
I'm flattered.
But no matter what miracles you work, no matter how hard you try, I am always one step ahead. Do you understand now? You can't stop me. You can't change fate.
Maybe we can sort of try.
Say, Iron Mask, what's fate got to do with it? Why are you really trying to gather the Covenants? What's your endgame?
You do realize you're only exposing your own ignorance. If you want to oppose me, you will do so on my terms. find Zenin a bit of an outlier compared to the other demons you fought. He is a Zoma, after all.
Zoma?
Ask him if you'd like a first-hand account.
He just got me off guard. But yeah, this guy's bad news.
I can tell that much.
Go, Zenin.
Go, Pokemon.
How's this?
I swear, don't you dare run.
Melody!
Think this through,
lost.
Milady.
What's wrong, Melody?
There's
Shall
gotta be
we?
some secret to his power.
Watch their reactions here.
Hey! Bullseye!
What do you think?
Let's go with that.
So, you cannot win this
Careful what
fight.
you choose, Arrow.
How's that?
Yeah, good plan.
That's one way.
Here goes.
Out of my way!
We're definitely hitting him. And he's gotta be feeling it. Think.
Bang.
Are you curious?
You could say that.
Then allow me to clarify.
What the?
He's bluffing. It's just theatrics.
You know this is no bluff.
What? I'm seeing an exponential boost in Zenin's spiritual power. Everyone, be careful!
The hell is this?
Now, let us continue. How about this?
So,
What are you
yeah,
thinking?
Sure.
we literally cannot do anything.
Well,
Hey!
I swear, don't you dare run.
As long as we work together, we got this.
Bring it on.
Zenin, huh? What a creep. Fine! I'll get serious.
Help me out here!
Here, take this. This ought to
Try
be all
all
you
stop
want.
me.
There's gotta be some secret to
wait
his
it out.
power.
Too slow.
Ow! That's some power.
whatever strength you possess means nothing to Zenin.
He's a monster.
Monsters can still bleed and die!
Arrow and Saizo are running on empty, and Melody's lost her cool. This could be bad.
You know what to do.
All right.
You're out for blood.
Gonna pay!
I swear. Forced my hand. I'll deal with it.
There's gotta be some. Yeah, good plan. Can't be too careful. All right.
Whatever it takes.
There's gotta be some secret to his power. I know we can win this.
Let me see.
There's gotta be
All
some
right.
secret to his
I'll
power.
endure.
Now
Wait.
I'm mad.
Ow.
Where is the spiritual overflow coming from? Is this what the Covenants are capable of?
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, you think?
Ringo, I advise immediate retreat.
Hmm.
We won't beat Zenon without a plan. That means you need to come back from this. Alive.
Okay. Everyone run for it!
Why the hell should I?
Because if this thing murders you, Iron Mask wins. You never get to kill him. Is that what you want?
Yeah, you can't kill Iron Mask if you're dead.
We made it. Somehow.
Somehow.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're all okay. God damn it! Arrow, I'm sorry about Mangetsu.
We lost the Covenant. And now I might never find out how he knew me.
Oh, speaking of, take a look at this. Spotted this on the ground back there, so I snagged it on the way out.
A smartphone. It looks broken, but...
Wow, nothing gets past you, Saizo.
AKA, I guess this is Deus Ex Machina, but instead of Deus Ex Machina, this is Deus Ex Phone.
How do you think I've survived this long?
You didn't? You died. We all saw it.
Let me see the smartphone, Saizo. I'll scan it for any viruses.
Here you go.
No malware of any kind, but it's significantly damaged.
Anything useful left in there?
Scanning for uncorrupted files. One hit. It's a video file, recorded 30 minutes ago.
Might line up with the time of death. Hope our masked man didn't leave us a snuff film.
Not likely. If Iron Mask had got a hold of Mangetsu's phone, I doubt he'd have dropped it. If I had to guess, maybe it's a final message from Mangetsu himself.
Restoring file. Done. Beginning video playback.
Arrow, you have to live. Iron Mask. He won't be accounting for you, and that's how we'll get him. My phone has everything you need to.
Nice stab.
What's going on?
So the only explanation I have for us now is that maybe Iron Mask didn't think that it was recording, but he clearly heard him talking to his phone, so maybe he thought...
I don't know you, Mangetsu. Who are you to me?
Feeling any better, Arrow?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Sorry about that.
Was that the only data you could recover, Fig? Judging from Mangetsu's message, it sounds like there's more to hear.
For the moment, yes. The hardware was completely destroyed, so restoring it will take some time.
Can you fix it?
Just leave it to me.
Good luck, Fig. If we can just see the rest of that data, we might be able to figure out what Mangetsu wanted to tell us.
Maybe we'll even learn something about how he knew me.
Here's hoping. Alright, Fig's got a handle on things here. The real problem right now is Iron Mask and Zenin. So Zenin ended up taking Mangetsu's covenant, the purple one.
He's both a vessel and a protector for the Covenants. That's the last thing we needed.
Yeah, I couldn't help help but feel this overwhelming pressure from him, too.
Great. So he's basically untouchable. I wonder if this is checkmate for us. Could be.
Ringo, we are not permitted to give up.
Oh, don't mind me. Just complaining is all. I haven't forgotten our mission. Still, what are we supposed to do? Fig, you have a covenant. Can't we power you up like Zenon?
Don't be silly.
Yeah, figures. Nobody's got any suggestions?
Why not?
What? Ion can't whip up some fancy solution?
Nope. Our calculations are too optimized. As far as we're concerned, the only solution is to not fight.
Can't really argue with that.
That reminds me. Iron Mask referred to Zenon as a Zoma, didn't he? I did faintly sense that he might not be human. What exactly is a Zoma, I wonder?
Simple. It's an artificially created demon, though I don't know much more beyond that.
What if we ask Victor? He knows nearly everything when it comes to demons, so who better to ask?
I agree with Arrow. Why don't you pay a visit to the Gomaden, Ringo?
Yeah, maybe. Alright, I'll go see. Hi there.
Welcome. What brings you in today?
Yeah, about that. Victor, do you have any idea what a Zoma is?
Naturally.
Ah, perfect. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do if this turned out to be a dead end. Okay, let me have it.
Oh, someone of your intelligence wants to learn something from me?
I know. Aren't you proud of me?
It certainly is pleasing. I must say, though, you're not the first person to ask me about this. Just 6 months ago, there was another who asked the very same question. Let me think. Yes, I believe he was called Iron Mask.
Jackpot. The Zoma that's with him is exactly what I wanted to ask about. His name's Zenon.
The one that wasn't finished, you mean? What of it? Though, wait. If he has a name now, I imagine he's technically been completed, right?
What do you mean, technically? He totally wiped the floor with us.
I can't imagine that Zoma possessing all that much power. All right, tell me everything. I see. That's quite a tale.
Love that laugh.
This is no time to be laughing. And now that I think about it, why would you help the Phantom Society?
Come now, is the glare necessary? I'll do just about any job as long as it's fulfilling. Surely you can't hold that against me.
Well, it's thanks to you we're in this mess, so I think you deserve a glare or two.
You and the Phantom Society are no different as far as I'm concerned. Just another group of summoners.
We are not the same, you and I.
Based on what? How we look? Humans are always slaves to appearance. It's one of the things that makes you so stubborn.
On the contrary, it has nothing to do with that. Rather, it's more about a personal creed.
Huh.
I do indeed know of what you ask. However...
Huh. I like your style. Alright then, tell me what you know. As much as this creed of yours will allow.
I doubt the information I have is what you're looking for.
What do you mean?
I merely provided some insight on Zoma. Iron Mask completed Zenon entirely on his own effort.
Well, that's a bust. Fine, then at least tell me what you told Iron Mask.
Certainly, that's easy enough. Ah, and you needn't worry about payment this time. Your story was more than enough. Long ago, God created humans from the earth. In that sense, you could argue that God is the father of humanity.
Wait, what is this?
Children grow by observing their parents, or I should say, they imitate them. Anything the parent can do, the child can too, you see.
You mean the humans tried to copy an act of God? What did they do?
Create a soul. In their hubris, humanity attempted to play the role of God and create a soul from nothing.
And that's how the Zoma came to be.
Precisely. And following their creation, these weak man-made demons grew stronger and stronger as they absorbed more and more demons. But in Zenin's case, he was provided with more than one source of power.
The Covenants.
Indeed. Take his base design and combine it with a Covenant, and you've got the being you saw before you. The Covenants drew out Zenin's latent power, and his soul was
Latent
built
power?
in
What is
such
this,
a way
Octopath Traveler
that
2?
everything enhanced his fighting capabilities.
You know this much?
But of course, just who do you think I am? No doubt his body has already been built to withstand the stress of exceeding his physical limits.
So he's got just enough to carry a human soul, but can wield more power than any human could ever hope. Explains why we can't communicate with him.
Yes, to call him both a vessel and a protector is certainly fitting.
So, does he have any weaknesses?
The moon. The Zoma race has a rather decisive weakness in that their power wanes with the new moon.
The moon?
While the phases of the moon have always influenced demons to some degree or another, Zoma are particularly affected.
So we are basically combining Kagesui with a moon, effectively.
However, that applies only to your average Zoma. Having absorbed the Covenants, it's possible Zenin has evolved. He may not even be a Zoma anymore.
The new moon. It looks like that might be our only chance. Thanks, Victor. We've got a faint sliver of hope now.
Will you join us for a show? Until next time.
What check something actually?
Yo! What you think? I recommend it. Get me material. How's your comp today? Will this be all? Thanks.
So I can't do that. I do want Piercer, but Soul Matrix Sizo sector level 1. First floor. How fast?
Will this be all? Thanks. Need anything else? Need anything else? Come again.
Right.
Good to see you. For this job, the client is asking for your team specifically. The Devil Summoner in question would like your assistance investigating an abandoned building. It sounds like this mission will be quite significant for our client. If you do accept this job, then I'll invite the client here to explain the details in person.
Sure.
Then I'll send for her now. Ringo, I suggest you assemble your team.
Thanks for taking my request.
Nana!
What are you doing here?
I ended up crying a lot.
That's mid.
I thought about going back to the country, like you said. But I didn't like that idea. It felt like giving up. And I don't want to give up. That's when Madame Ginkgo took me in.
Even if she has no intent to attack anyone, the girl's clearly a powerful summoner. So I've been keeping an eye on her.
Nana, if it's revenge you want, there's something I need to do first. But once that's done...
It's fine. It's not like you killed him. I don't care about revenge anyway. I just want to know who I really am.
You don't know?
I've got this floaty feeling. Like I'm here, but floating. It's like I'm here, but I'm not.
I mean...
And I forget things a lot too. Like the summoner attacks. I want to know what's wrong with me. I don't care about my past. I just want to figure out my present. And I think my dad's at the center of the truth. So, I gotta find out what he was doing.
You're serious?
I need your help.
Okay then. Got that, everyone? This is a formal job now.
Yeah. You got guts, kid. We're gonna give this case everything we've got. Right, Milady?
Yeah.
Thanks. You seem like good people. But that's enough sappiness. I want you to take me to Mangetsu's hideout. The one in the central line of the abandoned subway.
Ideally, you would search the facility where Mangetsu Kuzunoha and Gen Mayumi originally conducted their research. However...
That's the place Iron Mask attacked.
Yes. As such, Yatagarasu has the entire place locked down.
So the plan is to go to Mangetsu's hideout instead and look for clues.
Yep. I heard you guys had been there once. So it'd be cool if you guys could help me. Take a look around.
Okay, then let's head out. We'll meet you at the central line of the abandoned subway.
best of luck. And please, take care of Nana.
Thanks, madam. Okay. Ringo, I'll see you there.
Okay.
Do you have any other... Please, come again.
Northwest Path World.
Hey, we're ready now. Let's head over to Mangetsu's hideout.
Enemy!
Northwest.
Phew.
Yo, check out the noggin on that one.
It's completely out of control.
Be careful. That's no ordinary demon. It's got the same smell as the one I fought before.
You mean that demon that turned into a doll when it died? Can you really tell, Nana?
We'll worry about that later. Let's go, everyone!
No more games. I'm not your babysitter.
Wanna try it out, Marty?
You know
Go
what
time.
to do.
Gonna
Want
go
a
with that
piece of
size
this?
Oh wow.
What are you thinking? Might work?
where you stand! Like I'd overlook that!
Should be easy for us.
We're lacking
Can you
intel.
handle this?
There! Yay!
Whoa, what was that? Did she seriously just match Ringo's ion-enhanced summoning?
I thought it might be better for me to do it this way. No reason to act surprised.
It's kind of hard not to. What kind of summoner are you, Nana?
Ooh.
Out of my way.
Nice wasted effort.
Should be easy
Got it.
for us.
Feeling lucky?
We gotta win
Okay.
this. No matter what.
How's this gonna go?
In my sight.
They're
Let's
strong.
roll.
Be on your guard.
Yeah!
As long as we
Right.
work
I'll
together.
yell into you.
That
We got
silent is snowfall. Nailed it!
Stay cool, alright?
Too late for regrets now.
Ow.
What's our
Still
opening?
with me? You know
Go
what
time.
to do.
Take this!
I know
Okay,
we can
that's
win
the
this.
ticket.
You got it!
Got it, Ringo.
Go,
Let's
go!
roll! Keep your guard up!
Just what I need.
Alright, just
I'll be
getting
okay.
There!
Yay!
Too late for regrets now.
You fell for it.
No more.
Still with me?
This battle might take a bit
Should be
because
easy for us.
Take this!
I'm only really hitting one weakness. But I'll get there.
They're strong.
Alright!
Be on your guard.
Help me
Just
out
a
here!
Alright.
Listen up.
You know what to do.
Power.
Take him down,
Appreciate the
Arrow.
advice. There it is.
Cool biz.
I know your weakness.
Out of my way.
No more like that. Get lost.
Of course, he has beat.
We gotta win this.
He has beast die
No
with
matter what.
energy
Fine.
drain.
Let's go.
That'll work.
Silent as snowfall.
Let's
good.
roll.
Help me out here.
I'll get
Just
it.
I'll be okay.
Ha! Too late for regrets now. I know we can
Finish
win
this.
No.
Get lost. You're wide open.
Okay. I won't let. And here goes.
Take this!
Boom.
Yeah. Ha!
Nice wasted effort. What are you
Got it.
thinking?
That should do the trick.
It's all you.
All yours,
You got
Saizo.
Go,
Here
go.
I come.
And just that his break skills as well.
Pump Let's myself roll. Up. Woo, we're not
That's what I need.
All right.
Whatever it
enough.
takes.
What's our
This
opener?
power.
Help me out
You
here!
alright?
Aren't you sweet?
Bring the storm. Won't miss. Too late for regrets now.
Nice wasted effort.
We've got time. Let's do this by the book.
Okay, so the wind has stopped now, so we just
Dance!
have the auto attack.
Here goes.
Fire!
Boom! Power. Yay.
Nice felt, Not bad.
This might take a
Let's
while.
finish this.
Can you still fight, Saizo?
Man! Take this! Bullseye! What's our opener?
Not over yet. They're in for an
That's
just
enough.
Started.
cool biz.
Pretty tough. You like that?
Saizo,
Not
still
done
good?
yet. Fire! Boom!
You know what to
Let me
do.
see.
Nice
Tired
save.
already, Saizo?
You know what
Yeah,
to do.
good plan.
We'll
Alright.
be okay.
Ha!
Ow.
We've got time.
Okay.
Let's do this by the book.
We gotta win
Sure.
this.
I'll leave
No
that
matter
That'll
what.
work.
Okay.
Ooh, ouch. I won't. Okay.
Help me out here!
Just
I'll be
getting
okay.
started.
They're actually fine. I'll get caught.
Whatever it takes.
Bring the storm. Ready for this.
Well, we did it.
Well, the demon turned into a doll again, just like last time.
Like Donna said, it looks as if this demon's the same as the one we fought back in Shinsando.
These demons. Just what are they?
No, we've done that. What do we do? Oh. I guess we just get out?
hang back for now then. Just hit me up again when you want.
Ash is her own person. You don't just get to take her back.
I know that.
Whoa. Wasn't expecting it to be just you two. Where's Arrow and Melody?
Oh, welcome back, Ringo. They're out gathering information on Iron Mask.
Weird. Not a duo you'd expect. Is something going on?
It's my fault, Ringo. I asked a question I shouldn't have.
Fig asked me if Ash was what I was trying to take back. Sorry I got kind of heated, Fig.
Don't apologize. I'm the one who asked. But if you already knew what I was saying, then why?
Part of it is just desperation. I have to fix this, because I know it's my fault.
How?
I failed her.
No.
Ash needed hope. Something to believe in. And I couldn't prove my world of light was worth that. That's why she's here now.
World of Light?
You know, the thing from Smash Brothers, don't worry about it.
It's all about kill or be killed. And someday, you end up paying the price for the things you've done. The lives you've ruined. That's just our natural reward. Summoner's karma, they call it. And we wanted a world where that was a thing of the past.
But you got the opposite.
I really believed we weren't doomed to hide in the shadows forever. We could live together in the light. But it wasn't enough to convince her, I guess. That's why she's trapped with Iron Mask now. She's a prisoner of her fear, of the Summoner's karma. So I want to save her from that.
Saizo, I don't know if you should be thinking of saving her.
Oh?
How do you mean?
Is her fear really what's keeping her trapped? I think I learned something from Arrow and Kaburagi. Even if people feel the same way, or want the same things, or want the best for each other, sometimes they're still going to clash. To me, Ash seemed to really regret killing you.
Oh, you think?
Did you ever really ask what she wanted? Or did you take it for granted that her dream was the same as yours?
You're right. I need to hear how she feels. Took me long enough to realize it. Thanks, Fig. I know what I gotta do now.
No. I just spoke my mind, that's all. I'm glad if it helped. It's from Raven. He wants to hear about what happened with Mangetsu. And he says he might be able to help with the Phantom Society.
Help?
He did help us. We should probably go check in with him. Let's meet up with Arrow and Melody at Hydron, then head to Komodori from there. Sorry for the wait.
It's fine. We just got here ourselves. Are we heading straight to Komodori?
Arrow, doesn't Raven have work to do there? We wouldn't want to barge in and get in the way.
That won't be a problem. He's got a lot of kids to look after. We show up and he's not free. We can always hang out with them.
We can help take care of them? All right, let's go.
Sounds like hard work, being on perpetual babysitting duty. Still, Raven was a Yatagarasu elite. How does an underworld big shot go from being a legend to running an orphanage?
Well...
You gotta work on that poker face, Arrow. A face like that is a big neon sign saying there's a story here.
I've never been good at hiding things.
What do you mean?
He means the orphanage is a front. It's a Yatagarasu operation. Am I right?
Well, sure. These underworld factions pull that stuff all the time. But there are way more profitable side ventures than an orphanage. Unless...
All the kids there have the potential to develop supernatural powers.
So that's it.
So much for your hero. In the end, he's no protector or guardian. He's just a handler for company assets.
What is she talking about?
Come on, Fig. You're supposed to be quick on the uptake. She means that orphanage is a training ground. They're grooming future summoners.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So all of those children, they're all going to get caught up in this fighting.
It's not guaranteed. There are some years where none of the kids make that choice to be a summoner. I was the only one in my year.
Do they even know?
No. The kids with potential only find out about devil summoners once they're ready to leave Komodori. But nobody's forcing them to pick up a comp. They're the ones who make the decision.
And that's how you justify it.
Well...
It's a necessary evil, right?
Evil, huh?
If that word bothers you, then you can pretend it's just like gym class for kids who love professional athletes.
Doesn't matter how you look at it. Reality is reality. At least they do have free will. Or the pretense of it.
Look, I know this isn't right. Manipulating people isn't what Yatakarasu's about.
Then why doesn't anyone say anything? Why doesn't anyone try to stop it?
Because eventually you just... understand.
Understand?
People like me and Raven are the only way we can fight back against the Phantom Society.
So you learn firsthand that the cycle doesn't make sense. But you can't break out of it.
Yep.
Reminds me of what Kaburagi was saying. There's a fine line between the kind of deep, principled belief people respect and brainwashed zealotry.
Maybe I am being manipulated. Maybe that's why I'm committed enough that I'd fight to the end.
Arrow.
But even if that's just conditioning, I can't second guess myself. I won't.
Looks like your speech has her speechless. Maybe it was too much for her innocent little head. Listen, Fig. You can't get by in this world on good intentions alone.
Would be nice if he could, though. If you ask me, it'd make life a hell of a lot better for everyone, even if it's tough.
How do you mean?
Well, you gotta accept it's an ugly process, right? Say you decide you want to be idealistic, selfless, and you live your life and try to set a good example.
Right.
Then you realize, whoops, the world sucks. All your idealism and wishful thinking can't cover up the evil in its rotten core.
That's a quote. Just whoops, the world sucks. Is a quote. I might quote that. That's a good quote. That's a pretty good quote, Saizo. It's like, whoops, the world sucks. I'm definitely quoting that. I bet it's the first time a game character has got into a quote. Oh, it's one more, doesn't it? Add quote. There it is.
Now you're talking sense.
Maybe. But it's not about the world you live in. It's about the one that comes after. One made by the kids who grew up on your wishful thinking.
And they wouldn't inherit the wishful thinking, but the wish itself.
Exactly. Gives them hope. And with hope, we can make a better world than the one we've got now.
A better world. For everyone.
Whatever. Let's just get going.
Left of the stairs leading to the bar.
Hey!
Oh!
Oh dear.
Hey, we're ready.
Oh, I haven't done it yet? Why did it?
We're here, Nana. Let's look for clues on your dad.
Hey, you okay, kid?
Let's just get to searching.
Man, no dice on my end.
We were pretty thorough the last time we investigated the place. It'll be hard to find anything we overlooked.
This is it. A file. Was this here last time? I wonder how we missed it.
I don't know, but I feel drawn to it. Kinda.
Drawn to it? Some kind of demonic effect? A lingering spell?
It just smells like my dad.
It smells?
Hey, can I take this with me?
You're the client here. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Ringo. And thanks, everyone.
There it is.
You guys worked really hard. So next time, let's go have some of that crazy tapioca stuff. It's on me.
Look, that's sweet, kid. But creaky old folks like us gotta lay off the desserts, right?
No.
Yeah, especially crazy desserts.
Hey, what's wrong with tapioca?
Wow.
Even though I've never tried it.
Pretty pathetic.
More for me. I'll eat with you, Nana.
I knew you were a kindred spirit, Ringo. How about you, Melody?
Sure. Sounds nice.
Yay. Hooray.
In moments like this, she almost seems normal.
I'm gonna take some time to look at this file. Thanks again, everyone.
Look out! Incoming!
Actually, I might edit that to be like, then you realize, whoops, the world sucks. Because that sounds better. This just sounds better. forget how you do it now. Maybe there's no space. No? Hmm.
So many new choices. But my wallet's empty.
You've been pushing yourself pretty hard lately. How about you get whatever you want? My treat.
Oh, quote remove, not remove quote. There it is. And then add quotes. Then you realize, whoops, the world sucks. There it is.
Yay. Hey, I'm ready to order. For starters, I want one of everything that wasn't here last time.
One of everything. I think I'm gonna need backup.
All hostiles down. Perimeter secure.
Did you see how much food that was? It felt like she was defying some laws of physics, but I can't figure out which ones.
Just all of them.
Why am I even here? I'm supposed to be a phantom operative. Brunch and girl talk aren't my thing.
Speaking of girl talk, are you three interested in anyone?
What, like, romantically? I wonder if we're even capable of dating.
According to our spec notes, we can simulate the brain chemistry necessary for feelings of romantic love. That is, the brain can't exactly function without those chemicals, so Ion didn't have much choice. Though it's set to low priority, so we can focus on the mission.
Simulate. Spec notes?
So basically, if I haven't fallen madly in love yet, it's the guy's fault.
Well, what about you, homegirl?
What? Are you talking to me? Who taught you homegirl?
Yeah, who taught you homegirl?
Oh, Melody loves like a lady out of a Shakespearean tragedy.
I get it, because Melody, I get it. I get it. I get what you did there, game. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Even though I'm pretty sure Milady was before Shakespearean, but I need reason to confirm that, so I'll just say it is.
It's like devotion, but darker. The kind of love that drives you insane. Blood is shed and people die over it.
Hardcore. Respect, homegirl.
Stop saying homegirl.
I was about to say, stop saying homegirl. Thank you, Melody. Me and you. This is why Melody's the recent character.
Whoa, did we walk in on some girl talk? Can we join the slumber party?
After all that food, it may well be a slumber party. What would you do if a threat appeared and you were too sluggish to fight?
Saizo seems like he'd just play around with girls' hearts.
Hey, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Indeed, Saizo. Indeed. I'm saying nothing about that specifically, but I agree with this statement.
Uh-huh. Well, fine. What about you, Arrow? Do you have a special someone?
No comment.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh.
Hey, what's the problem? Nana!
These two, huh? Yeah, that's still a no for me.
Well, how about Raven for a bachelor? He's a stand-up guy, isn't he?
Definitely not for me. The way he acts is so fake. Gives me the creeps.
He's not fake at all.
Whoa.
Well, sorry. My mistake then.
Wow.
Oh,
I see. So Fig's in love with this Raven person.
well...
Huh? Wait, what's going on here, Fig?
We should call him over here to hang out. Right, Arrow?
Uh-oh.
He's been so busy lately. He might appreciate a chance to get off his feet.
That sounds like a great idea, right, Ringo?
What's got you so jittery? Fine, I'll call him.
Now, where's the target?
Ringo, what did you say to him?
That there was a ravenous beast in Hydron.
So, is it in the area or something?
What up? I'm a ravenous beast.
What up? I feel ancient.
This is ridiculous. I'm so sorry, Raven.
Well, if we'd just given you a straightforward invitation, you'd have waved us off.
Well,
You're here now, aren't you? Kick back, stud. Take a load off.
This girl's an unfamiliar face. Who are you?
I'm Nana. Just started my career as a freelance devil summoner. Nice to meet you.
Huh. Likewise.
See, we were just talking about how Fig's totally...
Well, it's not a big deal. It's just that you're always working so hard, and I respect you a lot, and that's all.
Thanks, Fig.
Nana!
You should tell him the truth. We're summoners. We never know if we'll make it to tomorrow. You might regret not saying it.
That's actually true.
I really respect Raven, and that's all I wanted to say.
I know, Fig. Me too.
The truth, huh?
We're not boring you, are we?
Oh. Sorry if I came off that way. I guess I've been pretty tense lately. Feels like I've forgotten how to relax like this.
One day this'll be your normal again.
One day.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. It was nice to get a break, and I mean that. But maybe next time you can just ask me to come instead of sounding the monster alarm.
We have a monster alarm? I want a monster alarm.
Hey, Ringo. This is really nice. Everyone's got their own things going on, but talking about love, telling jokes, fighting, eating tasty food, I had a lot of fun. I hope we can hang out like this again sometime.
Then how about we come back when they've got something new on the menu?
Yeah.
Alright, what's next? Can we just continue on? I don't know where we go though. I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Oh, but I can go to,
What do you desire, Ringo? New function. Say.
Some of them are pretty cute.
Brings back memories.
What? What do you desire, Ringo? New function.
Keep this between us, all right? How about it?
What? What do you desire, Ringo? Anom. 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 What do you desire in the name of evolution?
So I need to find out this specific enemy.
Incoming!
This won't take long.
Let's take this!
Get it's over.
What? Over already?
So the problem is
Look out!
trying to find
That was close.
the Asperus.
Let us begin. Get lost.
Easy shot. I'm sorry.
Here goes. Nice.
Took him out.
Ow!
All right.
You wanted a fight? You got one.
Major threat. Now we can relax.
Just want to double check where it is.
How's your comp today?
Healthless Sizo section 1. So healthless.
Need any? Don't break it, okay?
So I need to find a healthless. Specifically. Which is why I'm going to go to the Sizo 1 first. Try and get it. Now the problem is it doesn't mark. Oh wait, maybe it does. No, that's not what I thought it was. Enemies?
Enemy!
Oh, so it's the
Get
bird
ready.
drip.
Now we can relax.
This is no bad. Wide open. They won't know what hit them.
Almost fell asleep.
Look out! Get ready.
This is no bad.
Dance!
Easy shot. I'm sorry.
Got him.
Wow, over already?
There's one.
Say.
Commence the assault.
Easy shot.
Here goes. Done.
Too easy. I was just getting started.
Careful.
Let's keep focused and won't let that overlook that.
I'm not your get lost. Easy win.
Yeah, this is the problem with looking for specific enemies.
Just like we planned. Let's do this right.
Good night. Easy win.
Get ready. Now we can relax.
First impressions count. Take this. See ya.
Eat this.
Too strong.
Wow. Over already?
Ringo. Enemy. Incoming. Now we can relax.
Let's clean up.
First impressions
You're
count
dead.
for a lot. Fire. Got a kill.
Here goes. We can win this.
Well, that was kind of one-sided.
Incoming. Now we can relax.
They won't know what hit them.
Got it.
Send them packing.
You think you can order me around?
Guess I'm out of their league.
Look.
Help! Bye-bye!
Brace yourselves. Get ready.
I'll just
I'm
meet
not
you
your
back at the bar.
babysitter.
We're lacking intel on this one.
How long will you last?
I'm going to
All
enjoy
right.
playing with you.
Well, look, you know the risk.
Okay.
I won't stop you.
Eat this. Time to
Yeah.
kick it off. Let's stay cautious.
Out of my way.
See that coming?
Don't count me out. Tactical retreat. That was too close.
Any medicine?
Yeah. The risky enemies are level 50 odd.
Look out! Incoming! Close.
Let's not fight those.
Let us begin. That's just
Probably not a good idea.
Take this. There we go.
Took him out. That was a joke.
Enemy! Now we can relax.
Let's get this thing moving.
Fire. One down.
Here goes. Enemy down.
That was a joke.
I have a feeling it's more on this sort of section here.
Enemy! Now we can relax.
Let's go all out. Wide open.
Damn! It's over.
Fire. Got a kill. What? Over already?
So the problem is finding it.
Look out! Get ready. Now we can relax.
I'll let you start.
Eat this.
Get lost.
All right.
Fire.
Oh. Killing spree how?
Over here, pal.
Killing spree how?
Damn! You're dead.
Easy shot. There we go. What? Over already?
Incoming! Now we can relax.
Let's do this right.
Here goes.
Looks like it'll.
Good idea. Do it, Saizo.
Sounds good to me. You got this,
Here
right?
I go.
you.
Give that a try.
Do it, Milady. Think you can order me around? Almost fell asleep.
Yeah, it doesn't seem they appear here, but it says that they do, so... Maybe I'm just being very unlucky?
Enemy! Incoming! Now we can relax.
Just like we planned.
Let us be. I'm not your babysitter.
Take it away.
How about this? I'll burn it all! Just getting started. I could fight like that all day.
Enemy!
Oh, so it does mark it.
Incoming! Now we can relax. Ah! Careful! That was close.
I don't know what I did to do that. Oh, so you can search for specific enemies.
Look out! Get ready! That was close. Enemy!
Let's clean out. You like that? Let us begin. You like that? Dance! Whatever it takes.
You wanted a fight? You got one.
I think I need a
Enemy.
2.
I'll kick us, all right. Finish them off.
No problem.
There we go.
Nice sight. Let's finish this. Hut! Whatever it takes.
You wanted a fight? You got one.
I think I need it. I think I need a second one.
Enemy! Careful! That was close.
Let's clean out.
Let's do
Good
this
idea.
right.
Finish them off.
Sure, man.
Psycho.
See ya.
Good work, son.
Let's take it
finish
away.
this.
Throw him away,
I'll handle
Milady.
it.
Oh, boy.
Let me see this. You wanted a fight? You got one.
I think I need a second one
Let's
there.
take it.
Well then,
Ah! Incoming!
So that's really cool. Like, if you know which enemy drops a certain item, you can just search for it. Why don't all RPGs do that?
Now we can relax.
Now, how much do I bet it was more than 2? Because I have 2 currently. Guess we'll find out.
Welcome.
It was 2 precisely.
Will this be all? Thanks.
Held by Lellum. Survive line 14 lower area.
I better see you back here.
Oh, that's cool that you can do that. I didn't kill them yet.
Look out! Now we can really.
Hee-ho! Ho-ho! Hee-ho! Hee-ho!
Look out! Phew. Look out! Careful! Phew. Enemy!
Let us begin. I'm not
Oh,
your
you Melody.
babysitter. On it, Ringo. I could fight like that all day.
Enemy!
Phew.
Commence. I'm not
That's
your
it, Melody.
babysitter. I'll handle it. Whatever it takes.
Guess I'm out of their league.
Look out!
The
Get
problem is
ready!
finding
That was
it.
close.
This is lower area, this is.
Let's do
Do
this
it,
right.
Saizo.
You got it.
Eve, here I
Blow
come.
'em away,
On
Millie.
it, Ringo. Just getting started. Almost fell asleep.
I think it said lower
Look
area.
out! Phew.
I think that's what it did.
Enemy! Incoming! Now we can relax.
Hunt his arm. On target.
So you'll
You know what to do.
I'll handle it.
Eve, let's finish this. Dance! Just getting started. Almost fell asleep.
Incoming! Now we can relax.
Let's maintain the advantage. Hit the ball.
Got
roll.
it. Get lost. Just getting started.
Whoever brings them
go.
down gets drinks on me.
That's a hit.
There goes. Easy shot. One down. What? Over already?
Yeah, I think that's what it
Let's
said,
take it.
but I don't remember.
Enemy! Incoming!
They won't know what hit them.
Let's dip. Sorry, we can't. I'm out.
Enemy! Get ready! Now we can. Careful!
I'm ready whenever you need me.
Let's fall back. It's a tactical. That went well.
Yeah,
Enemy!
I think I'll
Get ready!
not bother with this for a bit.
It's ding. Let's take it. Get ready! Now we can relax.
Or maybe it was the lowest area.
Enemy! Careful!
Let's do this right.
Let's dip. Let's beat it. I'm out.
Hey, Keely. Good afternoon.
Enemy!
Hope
That was close.
you're doing good.
Careful! There's one.
This is no battle. Let's do this right.
do it,
Finish
Melody.
this. Leave it to me.
You got this,
All right.
right? Let's stay cautious.
Nope.
You got
Go
this,
time.
right?
Yes, I do remember.
Gonna go with that, Saizo?
I didn't forget.
What's our next? Let's go.
Nice.
Too late for regrets. That was a joke.
Miss Summoner, would you do this for me? Keep me entertained?
So... Is it good news?
It's dangerous! Incoming!
Hopefully it's good news.
First impressions count
I'm
for a
not
lot.
your babysitter.
Take it away. All you, Melody.
You don't have to tell me.
Easy win, right?
Oh my gosh, Keely.
Sure.
You're expecting again. Well, congrats.
What's the plan here?
Here goes.
That's kinda crazy. well, as I said, congrats. Obviously, you know, you don't need me to advise you on you taking care of yourself before baby comes.
That looks like it'll work.
Right there, Ringo.
That was a joke.
Because you've been through it before, so there's no point.
Get ready.
You just had your first scan.
Here goes.
Aw, gosh.
Want a piece of this?
You got
I'm
it.
not
That
your
should be the
babysitter.
trick.
Do it, Melody.
I know. You know what to do.
I think that's the whole it's real part, is when you get your first scan.
Here goes.
Because obviously, you know, I have three sisters, and two of them have had, well, one has had children, and the other has had children, but unfortunately she lost them.
Accessing data. Too
Through,
easy. That was a joke.
birth problems. So, took a it was hiding. It was hiding. Which sounds like a typical Keely baby, to be honest. If it was hiding. Aww.
Careful.
Aww. Like, I've always been off the process of, if I ever do have a child, which I doubt I would, but if it ever does happen, I wouldn't care if it was a boy or a girl, as long as it's healthy and happy. I wouldn't care. So that's why I'm not even going to ask you if you know,
That was
or
close.
like, you know, things like that. But as I said, massive congrats, Kaylee. That is pretty big. another mini Keely in the world.
Incoming.
I don't know if that's dangerous. Or not. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I've always been off the mindset of it doesn't matter to me as long as it's healthy.
That was close.
Or it wouldn't matter to me as long as it's healthy. I probably actually wouldn't even want to find out until it's born. If I ever had a child, as I said, but I doubt I would. But anyway. But massive congrats, Gilly. That is big news. That is big news. You know, how crazy. So there's. Oh no, right? That's like an absolute roller coaster. Like obviously, if the stuff's happened with your dad, then obviously, you now know, you know, that you're expecting. It's like, but hopefully you're, you know, it's probably you're in that mindset of just everything's a whirlwind. As you say, everything's a whirlwind right now. So it's like, what do I do? Part of me wants to quote that, but I won't. I won't do that to you, Gilly. But no, that's not totally understandable. Totally understandable. Gosh, like it's gonna be a crazy few months for you, Keely. Strong heartbeat, very exactly on time is a very good sign.
Go time. Make a bet, Saizo.
How's this? What's our
Don't know till you try. Dance! You know the drill.
I'll cover
Don't
you
be a
with the
hero.
south. Got a hunch?
Might as well
Got a hunch?
Silent as snow. Knew I could count on you.
It's your call.
I'll get serious.
Hope this works.
Can you handle this?
Again, not that I know, because you know, I've never had a child, but obviously I have sisters who have had kids. Very active already, so imagine they're gonna be like Marshall. Oh my gosh, another Marshall running around killing. You do realize what you've done to yourself. Oh gosh. Having another one. Your head's gonna be turned, as if it's not already turned. You question it!
So, what do you think, Ash? You regretting moving in together
Oh,
yet?
nah. It's gonna be all worth it whenever it's worn.
And this'll mark a full week at your new job, right? How's that been going?
Not too bad. The manager's actually not a total scumbag, so I think we'll be fine. I've never worked at a cafe before. Weird seeing people smile when I walk up. It's like a completely different world.
So I actually have news as well, Keely. It's not as impressive as your news.
You think they'd let you take it home?
It's just an apron over my regular clothes, dumbass. Never mind my job. How's your stuff going?
So the Capcom creator stuff, I put it in the Discord. Basically, they have to take it down as a stream team.
Thing is, when I search for within walking distance of my gorgeous girlfriend, I get no hits. Any openings on your cafe street?
Come on. Is there anything behind all the smooth talk and one-liners?
So unfortunately, oh, no worries, Keely. Enjoy nap. Nap, very important. Depends how long the nap it would be. I mean, you know, I don't expect you to wake up by the time I finish, but.
Ooh, tough gun.
Congrats once again.
Do you believe I've got a burning ambition to be a comedian someday? Actually, maybe I really could give that a shot. We're free now. We can do whatever we want.
No.
What the hell?
Saizo.
That's our place.
What do you think? Phantom? I knew this had happened. I knew plenty of people would be mad that I left.
No. If we're going down that road, I've got plenty of old clients with grudges against me. Could just have easily been them. The bomber might still be in the area. Let's go look into this ourselves.
Exclamation point.
I'll look inside the house. You check around the grounds.
You lied to me.
What?
Sorry, Saizo. But this isn't gonna work out. We're summoners. There's no point pretending we can escape that life. Or the price of it.
Ash.
It didn't last long, but I was happy with you. So thanks.
Aww. What, she just disappears? No, that's how it works.
Call me a liar, but you never threw away your comp either. Huh. So much for celebrating Ash's new job. It's all up in flames now. And that's what happened with me and Ash. It was practically over before it even began.
Aww.
We couldn't get away from our past. We were summoners, and that meant karma was gonna catch up to us sooner or later. We knew way too much. And the people we climbed over to get to the top, well, they wouldn't let us bow out without payback.
They wanted to get even, huh?
Yeah. So, Ash gave up on the happy life she deserved. She just fell back into the trap. The cycle of summoner's karma. In the end, we couldn't change anything. But the breakup was never based on any bad feelings between us. It just suddenly felt like a shadow looming over us. You know what I mean?
Shadows? What is this?
You know, I've been thinking. It's not exactly that you hate being a summoner. It sounds more like you're just sick of all the trouble you got from Phantom and Yatagarasu. You haven't been talking at all about the jobs where you actually got to help people.
Yeah, got a point. But this kind of trouble you can't ever really get away from. See, the thing is, playing Merc in their little wars, that's where the money is for independents like me.
Isn't that kind of on you, though? If you're a freelancer, can't you just stay out of their conflict?
I mean...
Whoa, it's nowhere near that simple. If you want to make it as a summoner in this world, you've only got one choice. You either throw in with Phantom or Yatagarasu, or you play nice with both sides. Just stick with whatever helps you stay alive. That's Summoner 101.
You do realize how pathetic you sound right now.
Don't have to tell me. It's pathetic as hell. Sure isn't what I had in mind when I first started out as a summoner.
Then what did you have in mind?
Who knows? It's been a long time since those days. Maybe we'll cover it next time.
Aw, come on.
Sure.
Hey!
You're a smooth talker, huh? Pick that up from your work as a freelancer? Says we're about wanting people to like listening to me. I do everything I can to get people's good books.
Well, anyways.
It does come in handy for work. Play cards right, and you can talk your way into a flatter paycheck.
Whoa.
So that it takes some conversational know-how. If you keep your price up, so that mean you get less jobs?
Man, you don't get it at all, do
much
you?
of a smooth talker, wouldn't I? I mean, that's actually a true point. Oh god. So now they've added teleporters to the labyrinths. Great! Fantastic! You can hear the enthusiasm in my voice for this.
Enemy! Get ready! Major, incoming! Close!
10 steps ahead.
What's that?
You like that?
Might as well test it.
Get lost!
You know what's
Okay.
You sure, Psycho?
Well, that was kind of one-sided.
How nice.
So yeah, now they've added teleporters. Why have they added teleporters?
How's this?
Say, would you do this for me? This should be fun.
Like, why do they feel they needed to add teleporters to these dungeons? They're confusing enough already without them.
Now we can relax.
No, they really were just like, hey.
There's one!
Miss Sun.
Look out! Careful! Look out! Get ready! Now it's close! Incoming! Ringo!
So if every place has two... this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad if every place has like two teleporters. I'm gonna get even more lost.
Look out!
Because that's what we all wanted, wasn't it?
Incoming!
me to get even more lost.
Enemy!
So do you remember how I said that because I'm
They won't know what.
You don't have to tell me. Get lost.
Whoever brings them down gets drinks on me.
do you remember how I said I have a little OCD when it comes to filling out the map? This is my worst nightmare right now.
To get in the way.
Enemy!
This
Now we
is
can
literally my
relax.
worst enemy right now.
Incoming!
The fact that there's teleporters.
I was close. Enemy! I was close. We're here.
Man. I'm right behind. Well then.
You can hear a voice coming from somewhere.
Seriously?
What the hell is that thing? A demon? You're serious, right? Who are you? A devil summoner. Like, you summon those things? You command them?
I like it.
That's the coolest shit I've ever heard. Could I be one? Could you teach me, please? Come on, man. I want to be a devil summoner. I guess that's how you did it then.
Enemy! Careful. Incoming!
Cut that out. What's
You
that?
like that?
What's our
Shall we?
Sizo?
I'll handle it. What? Over already? Thank you.
Enemy!
Yeah, I can now sort of see why people are saying this game is not.
Now we can relax.
Goodbye.
Look out!
It's
Get
very
ready.
just average, because like this is hell.
That was close.
This is literal hell for me. As somebody who likes to fill out every element of a map, this is hell.
Enemy! Careful. Now we can relax. Ringo!
Miss, goodbye.
So at this point, I'm just like, I'm not even gonna bother filling out the whole map for this, because this seems like one of those where you kind of don't want to do that.
Look out! It was close.
This is no battle. Wide open.
Let's finish this. Get lost.
Oh,
Here goes. This works.
In my sight.
A waste
Let's
of
go.
time. Get rid of it.
No. You got this,
All
right?
right.
I hate this.
Out of my way. Wow. Over already?
Please treat this well. Please treat this well. Any thoughts? My.
Get ready. Now we can relax.
So we need to be level 40 for this.
Enemy!
Okay.
Now we can relax.
I will say this, there is a small part of me that wants to follow the entire map. There's actually still a small part of me that wants to do that, but there's also a larger part of me that doesn't want to do that, so we're not doing it.
There's one.
Miss.
Oh yeah, I want. Nice to meet you.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Where's my praise? Oh yeah, I'm good. Here's a gift.
Yeah, there's a larger part of me is like, I don't wanna
Enemy!
do all of that map. But yay, teleporters!
Yo. See ya.
What do you desire, Ringo?
And I might,
What do you
I
desire,
might start
Ringo,
doing this
in
little
the
bit
name of
off
evolution?
screen. But
What's all open? Let's go.
Hope this works.
That's a hit.
No more. Here I come.
Think
Get
that'll work?
lost.
Shall we?
How's this gonna
Want a
go?
piece of food?
We're taking. All right.
Feeling
Can
lucky?
you handle this?
What about this? I'm gone.
okay.
You know the
You
drill.
don't have to tell
Don't
me.
be a hero.
They're strong.
Here goes.
Be on your guard.
How thick? As long as we work together, we got this.
That's a hit.
As long as we work
Yeah.
together, we got
Here
this.
goes. Too easy. That was a joke.
Were you telling the teachers you saw a ghost again? You're such a liar.
I'm not lying. Sounds like another lie. Just drop dead, stupid.
Wow.
It's true, though. The new kid's right. Jeez, Kaburagi, you too? What's your problem? You actually believe this loser? Oh, so you guys can't see them.
See what?
What, you never heard? See, there was this kid at the orphanage a long time ago. Everyone bullied him so much, he ended up killing himself. Real sad. But he hated those bullies so much, his soul couldn't move on. His grudge wouldn't let him rest in peace. They say his ghost haunts the orphanage to this day.
Spooky.
I guess you'd remind him of those bullies he wants to get revenge on. Say, do you hear something? Sounds like footsteps to me. Like he's getting closer, and closer, and closer.
And closer!
Hey, shut up! I don't hear anything!
Woo!
Oh my god! Look behind you! Can you believe those scaredy cats? They were acting so tough.
You were lying, though. There was no ghost there.
Oh, totally. I got the footsteps thing from a movie. He's getting closer. Oh no, he's getting closer.
I hate this.
The real
I
ghost.
hate everything. I hate everything right now. Why do I hate everything right now?
Just over that way, right? Looks like a baby. Been staring at us this whole time.
You see it too? Aren't you scared?
I'm used to it. They don't hurt me or anything. Just leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone. I'm Kaburagi. Abusive parents. What are you here for?
Abusive.
My mom and dad died in an accident.
Better than mine, at least.
Why? Yours are still alive.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be. If you ask me, parents are worse than any ghost. Mine showed me what a messed up world this is.
Yeah, you said it. Teacher says the world is a beautiful place, but I don't know why. It seems awful to me.
I mean...
Well, this is the only world we've got. No point wasting all our time moping about it, or turning into jerks.
That's actually a good point.
But...
Hey, I got it! If the world sucks, then once we're grown up, we'll be the heroes that fix everything.
That just reminds me of the whole quote that I did earlier. That reminds me of the whole quote I did earlier. What was it, quote 27? Hey, guess what? The world sucks. Or whoops, the world sucks. Yeah, then you realize, whoops, the world sucks.
It'd be so cool if we could actually pull it off.
We'd be heroes? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right?
I don't know if I'm good enough to be a hero, though.
Sure you are. We're gonna change this world for the better. That's a promise, okay?
Yeah, promise.
Wow, you were a pretty cute kid, weren't you, Arrow?
Come on, lay off. Yeah, I had kind of a rough childhood. You can tell I wasn't great with other people, and there was a lot weighing me down. But Kaburagi found me. He pulled me out of that dark place. I was just some kid, but he saved me. We made it pretty childish thinking back on it.
But it
not
meant a
really.
lot to both of you. Enough that you risked your lives to do it. Nobody could ever tell you that was wrong. So that was it, huh? That was the whole reason you and Kaburagi fought so hard.
Yeah,
By the way, that place didn't look like Komodori.
that was just after I lost my parents. The system placed me into a different orphanage in the city.
The system.
I didn't transfer to Komodori until a while later.
I had no idea. You've really been through a lot.
I've got a lot of painful memories from those days, yeah. But they're important to me all the same.
Sounds like they've made you stronger.
And that's what I'm always working towards. I have to get stronger. I need to.
Alright, sounds like your size of sorry bracelet are. So this is treasure. Brand name Herbos or Behemoth or something?
Huh.
What, this? Just a word from one-off contract a long time ago. Alright. Yeah, the client was at this fun says yeah, I could pick up anything for collection, so I picked the least flashy thing there.
Nice work.
Sounds like you picked something classy. You could secretly go good eye for quality, huh? Got it. Cause I'm interested in brand names of treasures like that. Why is Aru B? Aru is literally B. I have never been interested in like brand names or stuff. I do find myself sort of relating to Aru a little bit. Oh
Well
god.
done.
More teleporters.
Oh, goodbye.
More teleporters. God. Why?
Look out! Now we can relax. Ringo! Bye-bye! Major threat! Careful! Now we can relax.
So you got Aru? I thought you wanted to be a summoner. Frederick, want it. Listen to me. When I succeed in this, you can't show any mercy. You need to take your enemy down no matter what it takes.
That's
Right now,
enough.
I'm your enemy. So come on, show me everything you got.
Oh!
Oh my.
Look out! Careful! Phew.
Oh, bye-bye.
Enemy! Now we can relax. Enemy! Phew. Look out! Major threat!
Well then,
Enemy! Now we can relax. Major threat! Get ready!
Well,
Phew.
bye-bye.
Look out! Get ready! Phew. Enemy! Incoming!
That's a new face.
Get
Let's
lost.
go say hi.
Take this. Here goes.
Too late for regrets now.
I will show no mercy.
A waste of time. Get
Take
rid of
this.
it.
Got him.
Got him.
Here goes. Nice.
Too late for regrets now.
You want to fight? You got one.
Careful! That was close.
Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't.
What do you desire, Ringo? What do you desire, Ringo? In the name of evolution.
As long as we work together,
Got
we
it.
got this.
How's this gonna go?
Here goes. Should I roll the dice?
You know the drill. Don't be. Might as well test it.
You know
Let's
what to
roll.
do.
Got a hunch?
Big damage. Out of my way.
Let's make this easy. Better to rest.
Really?
We work together. We got this.
Whatever it takes.
We'll take this power. They were no match for me. Not settle it down.
I like how she's not wearing a shirt or anything at all. No.
This world really is something, isn't it? Whiling away its hours amidst a sea of city lights. It's truly breathtaking, don't you think, Milady?
And still you're going to destroy it all?
Exactly. Knowing that it will all come crashing down makes everything the more mournful. And therein lies the true beauty.
You're being especially poetic tonight. I suppose I can't blame you for being in such high spirits, though. Project C is finally almost here.
Yes. How I've longed, yearned for this moment. After all the time, all the manpower I've spent, it's here at last. I clawed my way through the ranks of the Phantom Society, donned the mask, and now I have you as my unparalleled right hand. My one regret, however, is that I won't be able to face the Great One with you at my side.
It doesn't matter anymore. I'm carrying a covenant, after all. I already knew both my life and my covenant would be yours to take one day. I've been waiting for that fateful moment ever since.
Ah, such beauty. And so mournful, too. Just like him.
Him? Who do you mean?
Well, Raven could never compare to you. You see, you're teasing me, aren't you?
Sorry. I just like to see you worry sometimes.
Yeah, I think this is basically where you find out that Iron Mask is not Iron Mask.
You intend to live on forever in my memory?
More than that. When I die, I'll be immortal. No one lives forever, even in memory. I should know. I don't even remember my parents' faces. And it's for that reason that I want to burn these moments into your mind. The moments where I loved you. And the moment I die by your hand, I'll make sure they never fade away. I don't much care what you do after that.
You're quite the egoist, aren't you?
This coming from the man in the mask. Sticking our nose in a little deep, aren't we?
Melody, I'm only seeing this because your soul is allowing me to.
Whatever you say.
So this is what you two were like together. Kinda unexpected, honestly.
Unexpected how?
It's hard to put to words, but you're less stiff, I guess? I wouldn't have pictured you just talking normally like that, you know?
Well, of course I can talk normally. Even the lowest of the low have their own lives and emotions and what have you.
I guess.
And again, wage war with someone long enough and you'll start to forget that. Say, Ringo, would you like to know why he put on the mask? It's because it made him look more like a leader.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. Iron Mask had a role to fill in the Phantom Society, right? The mask was a way to help him better play the part. I guess it might make more sense to say that it helped him hide his true self. Behind the face you know was a very timid and gentle person. And that mask kept all of it hidden away.
Timid and gentle? Was he really?
The only thing I wanted out of life was to die for him. The moment I offered him my covenant should have been the end of it.
But it wasn't.
You know, having seen that vision, I do feel bad for how things turned out. We may not have known what would happen, but we still took your covenant away from you.
Sure did. Either way, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me anymore. Even if I did still have the covenant, the one glimmer of hope I had is gone. There's no reason to worry about it now. It's just the way it is. All I want at this point is to meet with him.
Okay then. If that's your goal, you can count on me to help. Gotta say though, kinda strange that your reason to live is to die. I don't think I need to say it, but it sorta contradicts human nature, you know?
Yes, I won't deny that.
Why were you so dedicated to him?
Because back then, I'd never seen anything in my life so beautiful.
Back then?
MP recovery rate in battle.
Hey!
Ringo, you got some pizza flour in your clothes.
Huh?
What? Whoa, guess I do. Pretty sure I there.
I can tell you.
There's a lot of things. More often than not, ours smells like flan. Besides, there's some supply of alcohol hidden on this person.
Whoa.
Pick up on those little things too. Is that stuff you had to learn for your work?
That's how it is.
I can't let himself be killed or with a concealed weapon. Most stupidest way is to die, if you ask me. And more teleports.
Now we can relax.
Yeah, I might start doing the Soul Matrix off screen now.
Look out! Incoming!
Because of
now
all the
we can
teleporters.
relax.
Because this is crazy.
Look out! Careful! Look out! Incoming! That was close. It's dangerous. Now we can relax. Enemy! Careful!
Yeah. I'm the one with the intel here.
Let us begin. You like
So
that?
you. That's it, Melody.
Got it, Ringo.
Let's go.
Don't miss now.
On it, Phil.
Great,
Here
that'll
goes.
work.
Aim for their weakness, Saizo.
Take it.
Good
You know what to do.
We're actually kind of busy, so...
Yeah, good plan. Here goes. That was a joke.
Now we can relax. Incoming!
Papa? Mama? I'm sorry. I know it's not late, but I had a really scary dream. It was outside. I crashed, landed on anything, and suddenly it was so hot, even hotter than a fireplace. My feet hurt so much. Just before I woke up, I felt like someone was just near me. Couldn't say who though. Wonder who it was.
Now we can relax. Enemy! Get ready! Now we can relax. Look out! Phew. Enemy! Careful!
Just as planned. Wide open.
I'm the one with the intel here.
I'll let
Go
you
time.
spend.
In my sight.
Okay. I hope this works.
You know what to
That
do.
try.
That's it, Melody.
You don't have to tell me. Just get started.
We're actually fine. I'll get serious.
Give it a shot.
Thunder! All right.
I could fight like that all day.
Look out! Incoming!
then.
Enemy!
Goodbye.
Look out! Get ready! Phew.
Alright. I can get out of here.
Oh, Arrow's back! Treats! Did you bring more treats?
Sorry, nothing today.
Aww.
Arrow's a meanie, huh? Maybe his shady old buddy in the tacky suit will be nicer.
Oh, that stings. Okay, kitties. Who wants candy?
Me!
I don't see Raven around. I wonder what he's doing.
Teacher's at the hospital. Munenori got a fever, so we took him to the doctor.
This is bad.
It's just a fever. I'm sure he's fine. We can just wait for him to come back.
No, not that. It's almost dinner time. Did Raven have time to prepare anything?
I'll go check the kitchen. Bad news. There's nothing ready.
Why don't you guys make dinner, Arrow? We've got all these adults here. At least one of you's gotta know how to cook.
I mean...
I always knew this day would come. Just watch the master at work.
Was not expecting it to be Saizo.
And why not? Ash and I always took turns on meal prep back when we lived together.
Huh. Go figure.
See that? I like that, taking turns. Although, as I said, my cooking skills is just plop it in an oven and wait until it's done.
All right, you little gremlins. What are you hungry for?
Hamburg steak!
Ooh, not bad. I make a mean Hamburg steak myself. Probably best to boil it. I know a butcher who could get us some Wagyu. You kids know what A5 grade is? No, I'm not talking school or algebra. A5 grade meat.
That's way too rich for our tastes. I'll do the shopping. The markets usually have ground beef on sale this time of day.
May I help?
Cooking doesn't exactly seem like part of the Ion skill set.
When I'm controlling Mimi, I use my leftover processing to study.
Whoa, Fig. You're learning all this new stuff without me? I'm getting left behind here.
I'm perfectly capable of doing things on my own, you know.
I guess it'd be pretty easy to multitask like that, but...
Even robots can multitask it, we can't.
Sure, Fig. Let's work together on this.
And I mean we as in men.
All right.
Oh, I want to have something cute.
Then we'll arrange the vegetables in a cute pattern. Oh, the steak. We can make it into a Mimi shape.
Who's Mimi?
You'll see. For now, Arrow will take care of the shopping, Saizo will attend to the rice, and I will prepare some miso soup.
On it.
Understood.
She's really taking charge.
And Melody can...
What, me?
Can you read me a story?
What?
Please?
I suppose Melody can entertain the children.
Are you seeing this, Fig? This is a whole new Melody.
Ringo, commit all this preparation to memory. You'll be on cooking duty next time.
Sure.
Ugh, I'm exhausted.
Mood.
Nice going, Melody. Turns out behind that sharp tongue of yours, you're actually pretty caring, huh?
What?
The way you handled those kids, you know?
I wasn't doing anything special.
No, I think you were.
What, you too, Arrow? Lose the grin. It's making me sick.
You know that girl you were reading to, Ichika? She's actually really hard to please. I don't think I've ever seen her smile like that before. I appreciate you looking out for her.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
Sorry I'm late. Rude of me, seeing as I called you over.
Welcome back, Raven. Also, I'd like to apologize. I ended up making dinner without asking permission.
No. I'm the one who should apologize. And thanks. The kids seem really happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, Raven's great when it comes to curry, but everything else, well, it's nothing to write home about.
I think you ought to change your perspective, Arrow. The real problem is that my curry's so great, nothing else compares.
Now I want curry.
Sure, I guess you could look at it that way.
Stop making me hungry, video game.
See? Then again, I guess my cooking can get a bit samey, huh? If you guys don't mind, do you think you could swing by again sometime like you did today?
You don't mind?
Of course not. The kids would love to see you.
The kids? Sure. I suppose every now and then wouldn't hurt.
Just don't forget we've got a job to do. That's our top priority.
Yes, of course. I know that. I was overjoyed, even though the activity in question had no relation to Ion's mission.
It's gotten pretty late. We better get down to business.
Let's get down
Right.
to business.
First, about Mangetsu.
I can fill us in on that one.
So Mangetsu's dead.
Alright, I'll make sure Yatagarasu gets the news.
Thanks.
Now it's my turn. Yatagarasu's investigation has identified what we believe to be Iron Mask's hideout. It's an abandoned complex in Ozaki. Ozaki Hope Towers, it's called.
Real estate really took a turn for the worse over in those parts, so a lot of the buildings were left unfinished. Couldn't make a profit if you tried. Perfect place for the bad guy to set up his secret lair, though.
Ooh.
And how reliable is this info?
One of our agents confirms seeing Iron Mask and Zenin go in and out.
That's odd.
I agree.
I'd previously tried to track Iron Mask through the city's surveillance cameras, but I wasn't able to find any trace of him. Possibly because he was being careful. So why now all of a sudden?
I was wondering about that as well. Maybe he's trying to lure us in.
Oh, but you know the real reason why, though.
It's possible. We do have one of the Covenants, after all.
Then it's too dangerous. We'd be walking right into his trap.
Maybe. But we don't have any other options. This is probably all we're gonna get.
Ringo's right.
Hold up.
Don't get in my way.
I think you're gonna want to hear this. You want to kill Iron Mask, right?
This had better be good.
Yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that. I went to the Gomaden and asked about the Zoma's weakness. Apparently, Zoma are sensitive to the phases of the moon, and weakest at each new moon.
Well, we know the place. Now we just gotta wait for the right time.
All right, then we'll go on the next new moon. Make sure you don't jump the gun, Milady.
Obviously.
What's wrong?
What?
It's written all over your face. Something's bothering you. Was it something in our conversation?
No, that's not it. Just... I heard from Arrow about Komodori's other side.
Ah, yeah.
You were so kind to the children, and they all look so happy. I guess I just misunderstood. You're still bound up in the Summoner's karma.
Guess I am.
But I know my first impression of you wasn't wrong. You really care about those kids, and you take them seriously. That's why they respect you so much. That kindness is what they see in you. It's why they all want to be like you. How much longer are you going to do this?
Until I'm ordered to stop.
Then, I will use my own power. I will find a way for you to live in peace with the children.
Are you seriously suggesting I use Ion for something that's self-serving? You need to calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. And it's not self-serving if we want the same things. You don't want these children to have to fight. We can agree on that much, can't we?
There's still so much you don't know.
Of course. I'm a newborn.
If the kids are that important to you, then I suggest you wait before you make your move.
Tell me why.
Don't forget that Ion and Yatagarasu stand on different sides in all this. If you cross a line on your own, it could spark more conflict than you realize.
I suppose I'd rather not make myself unwelcome here.
Right? You're talking to the wrong guy anyway. I just work here.
So you don't intend on being their agent again?
Not if I can help it. Oh, but it's not as noble as I'm sure you're thinking.
Then what is your reason?
I burned down a village once. A covert operation in a foreign country. The mission was to purge a village that had been corrupted by a demon's influence. I killed everyone there. The kids, the elders. I told myself it was all necessary. All for the mission.
All for the mission.
And at some point, I guess I dropped my comp. I saw it on the ground, and suddenly it just looked grotesque. grotesque, as horrific as any of the bodies. And that's when I realized I couldn't fight anymore. So Yatagarasu put me out to pasture. Once they saw I'd changed, they made room for me here and put me to work as a teacher.
You pushed yourself too hard, that's all. You tried to do your job.
And for what?
You really are a kind soul. You don't want all this violence to continue, right?
I don't know. But I know I want the kids out of it. And if anything ever threatens their happiness, I'll pick the comp back up if I have to.
Probably not a good idea.
Thank you for speaking with me.
About Arrow.
Huh?
I haven't seen him smile and laugh like that in a long time. He's happy with you, so thank you.
Choosing not to fight doesn't make you weak. It made you a good person. I can fight so you don't have to. So the children don't have to. There's still Hamburg steak. We saved some for you. If you didn't get any dinner, it's waiting.
Are you done talking yet?
Hey, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
You're the one who's always reminding us to say thank you.
Fine. You got 10 minutes, then back to bed.
Okay, thanks everyone.
You think this is in the cards for you too, Arrow? A life like Raven's?
What? Me? Well, it'd be nice. But only after we finish the fight.
You're so stubborn. You really gotta learn to be more flexible.
Miss?
Well...
When are you gonna visit next?
Oh, I mean, I really don't know. Look, if I ever drop by again, then I'll read you another story, okay?
Oh, thank you, Miss.
You mustn't overstay our welcome. Let's go.
Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
See ya! Thanks for visiting. Bye!
Made it. This place really takes a lot out of me.
You mean the children take out ability? Don't be shy. Now, a few days later.
Well, we've got a nice moonless night ahead of us. You guys ready? Everyone have their demons set?
That's a weird phrase.
Tonight, we end this.
A moonless night.
You don't need to tell me.
I guess that's technically correct, although the moon's still there, we just don't see it.
Very patiently, I might add. I was worried you were gonna run off without us.
Well, you did spend so long talking and chatting and joking around. If you wasted any more of my time, I might get upset. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
Save the murder glare for the actual fight. Come on, let's head to the Ozaki Hope Towers.
Ash, are you there too?
Will you join us for a show? Now, make your choice. You wish to register? Now, make your choice. What use could this demon be?
Alright, that's right. You
What
can't.
use could this demon be? What use could this demon? What use could this demon? What use could this demon be? What use could this demon be? What use could this demon be? What skills shall they inherit? Are you prepared for this? Until next time.
Ooh, concentrate. Oh, welcome back, Keely. That was a fast nap. Do you set an alarm or do you just wake up normally? That's a good question, actually. Oh, concentrate's really good though.
Splendid. Superb.
I just woke up naturally, powered up. Yeah, no, if I nap, like my naps usually last way too long, and then I don't sleep the night. Which I'm not gonna lie, happened today, or last night I should say. So that was fun. Which is why stream was a wee bit late today. Because basically I set an alarm for the morning, you know, to wake up. But then I usually ignore the alarm and go back to sleep again. Oh, I'm bad. I'm a bad individual. I'm a very bad person. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes.
Is it really fine though? I don't know. I guess it is.
Will you join us for a show? Now, make your choice. What use could this demon be? Ah, magnificent. Today, a new demon may join our cast.
Oh.
What use could this demon be? What use could this demon be? What use could this
I
demon
see.
be? Witness the vestiges of life. This demon. This demon. This demon. Until
So the problem
next
is that most of those like DLC demons are like physical based, so I don't know.
What?
Oh.
That's crazy. Let's do this. Let me have it. Thanks.
But I'm glad you got us a nap. But no, I'm bad when it comes to naps. I'm actually going to wrap up here because I'm getting hungry because the game talked about food a lot. And it seems a good spot because like we're going into a pretty tough area here coming up, so it feels like instead of starting a new dungeon, we'll just finish it up here and start the new dungeon next time. Blame the game. Don't blame me, blame the video game, because it talked about curry and it talked about hamburgers. And now I want both of those things. Not together, because that's weird. Oh! Before I go, Kaylee, I tried the bourbon creams thing last night, and I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna say no. You're not right. It felt weird to me to do it. It felt weird to me to do it. I just normally just dip them in the tea and eat it that way. It just felt weird to me trying it the other way. I'll say this, I tried it. That's all I'll say is I tried it. And it just felt weird to me, so maybe I'm weird in that it felt weird to me. Oh dear me. I mean, I would blame you for calling me weird, because I am weird. Um. Oh god. Oh, Rimville's playing 10-2. Oh, he's gone for 100%. Why is he doing the 100% to himself? Why is he doing that to himself? Oh, we read it Rimville recently, so I don't want to read Rimville again. Well, read Faye. I haven't read Faye in a bit. She's playing through Kingdom Hearts 7 Pride mode. So yeah, as I said, I'm hungry because the game made me hungry. So we'll be back on Friday. I might be playing a different game because this it's okay, but it's not like brilliant. I might just do the story and do the side stuff off screen or something. But yeah, we'll see. Because I'm sort of looking for a game to. Oh, okay. Well then. I don't know why. That's a thing, but some channels do that. Well, I'll read Jenny then. Oops. There it is. That was weird. It's not I'm usually able to read Faye.